For the likes of Letkone Hawkin, L. Hawkin, Pastor Sejang, and Thingdem Vaipe, and many others who recently fled the violence in Manipur, life overnight has become uncertain, and in the current situation, going back is not an option. Those who survived the mob attacks, which started on May 3rd, and who managed to flee the state and seek refuge in their relatives' place in Shillong, said that the hatred for them is so deep that they now wonder if they would ever call Imphal or Manipur their home again. These people were thankful for the central paramilitary forces and the army for escaping the violence. Lieutenant Haukip, who retired from the nationalized bank in 2021, said that after his superannuation, he had planned to spend the rest of his life in Imphal, but now is having second thoughts.
I was working in the bank for more than 36 years. I was studying here in Shillong way back in 1980. Then I completed my degree from settlements in 1982. After working, I came back here. I worked here in Shillong, did another for almost 10 years. I retired in 2021, went back home to settle there.
His house and 2 cars have been burned down by a mob, and valuables and important documents which did not burn were looted. Haukip said that he had built a house in Imphal and initially thought that he was happy to stay there living in a mixed community.
When we really feel that there are own people, why so much deep-rooted hatred has been meted out to this community. This really, now I have no answer till today. I still love them as a human being, as a neighbors. Despite all these things, so much crimes they have committed, inhuman, so much of violence of human beings. You kill some people, enough, leave it, but you throw in the fire. We are not able to identify whose bodies are.
He said that after what has happened, he is not going back to his home in Imphal, and added that they never felt they would be in such a position.
We never feared that we would be in such a position. Now, when your neighbors, your own people from Manipur are so much hating you, which is beyond expectation, which we can't believe it. We never thought that they'll be taking such a position. Manipur has become so inhuman, and not even 2 years has gone, then where I plan to settle there permanently and happily, things turn like this. I have to run away from Imphal, Manipur. I have to run away from my life. We have, that time when the situation was worse, whatever ticket is available, we have to book it. Some people are booking ticket for 30,000, which in normal times it was costing only 2,000. They have to, because they have to survive. So much of economic suffering and rooting out of our economy has been done.
Another person who has a young family who did not wish to be identified said that after they fled the violence, their future has become uncertain.
After all, these things broke out, I think, because even like the security did not do anything to help us, it means that they don't want us, I think. So there's no option, there's no as of now, I think, and even for the future, I think there's no going back.
According to him, the government is biased and they are preparing for the worst, even as he said that he does not think he and the others like him will be able to rejoin their government services ever again. Similarly, El Haukip narrated his ordeal and said that when they heard that the area will be attacked by a mob on the night of May 3rd, they thought that they could escape with the help of the CRPF. According to him, the mob brought trucks with them and before burning down properties, looted the belongings.
It is not that out of our willingness that we come out. We were literally forced to leave the place. We are compelled to leave the place and come out. So, if the question of going back there, not going back there, I think doesn't arise. We cannot really, we cannot really take the decision. It's a real nightmare for everyone who has experienced this bitter experience. So I just personally, wish and I just pray to God that somehow, the situation will come back to normal. I don't know how it will come, but I just leave it to God.
Meanwhile, Pastor Sejang, who is from National Games Village Imphal, narrating his ordeal, the pastor, who is living with his 96-year-old mother-in-law, said that when the mob came, he did not feel that it would be safe for his mother-in-law.
We ran outside and entered one of the quarters nearby, that is government quarter, thinking that nobody will attack the government quarter. And from the windows and all these things from the government quarter, when we look, we can see so many police personnel. No? Since many police personnel were outside, we thought nothing will happen. But all these things happen.
Another housewife who escaped with her 4 children, including one who had a physical condition, and her husband, said that overnight she had to flee to Shillong. The mother said that the family had to settle in Imphal just because of the medical conditions of their eldest son.
बहुत डिफ़िकल्ट था नॉर्मल लाइफ में भी ऐसे भी अभी और उसका 3 भाई बहन है अब सबका स्कूल भी सब ख़त्म हो गया पता नहीं अब हमारा क्या होगा जान बचा के ना घर से भाग के आए थे हम लोग यहाँ शिलोंग पर
The first time I heard my village were burned by the mighty mobs, I was heartbroken, and all the memories of when we were kids, they all flashed back.
She hoped that everything was normal again so that she could go back home.
For more news updates, subscribe, like and share.